I'm not yelling, I'm not screaming, I'm not doing none of that weird shit. Now listen, it's a matter of how ridiculous do you truly plan on remaining. I'll look around and I'm embarrassed on behalf of people, so much so that I just choose to deviate from never being like, I don't ever want to be like these people, bro. Sober, fit, enlightened, and rich, because mainly I used to be like these people. I was born, yo, you got to contextualize everyone. And when I look at me, right, I said today, 100K plus in America by myself, no back end, no teammates, no cameramen, nobody making my beats, nobody editing my content, nothing, nobody doing nothing, everything all Sheikhy Chic. Says when everybody has these excuses, it's disgusting and it's ridiculous, because ridicule, ridiculous. Let's keep that in context. Because I'm out here really doing this shit all by myself, and niggas can't even wake up in the morning, bro. Let alone be a functional primate who has the wherewithal to not self-poison itself. YWY, your world is yours. Look at the background of an individual. Look at the background of Sheikhy Chic. Honest to God shit, right? Don't believe 100,000 plus 6 figures until you get to 500,000 and you start talking. I don't think $100,000 is shit, bro. That's crumbs. But to most of these bum niggas, bro, these niggas that think that that shit is money, bro. That's not money, right? So it's really about mental perspective at this point. But for me to be making that money all by myself, I'm not going to discredit me, because I come from people literally who can't afford fucking tampons and pads. I come from people who can't afford fucking gym memberships. I come from people who are fucking backed up on rent ridiculous. And listen, I know there's people that might hear this shit and think that I'm talking about them particularly. There's a couple of y'all, bro, who have proven that you're incompetent to a certain level in life. And these are, I have to reflect on, like, all right, what field of mental contagion was I born in? What position in the hierarchy of humanity, in the caste system of humanity, was my soul incarnated? I was incarnated not in the ultimate back, because a lot of y'all don't even realize what y'all think is the floor or poor in America is really 100 levels up to anybody on the Eastern Hemisphere. A lot of people on the Eastern Hemisphere, nigga, Egypt, nigga, a lot of countries, poor, piss fucking poor, don't have shit, don't got free food, don't got free phones, don't got free cribs, don't got none of that shit. And y'all niggas get all the free shit and y'all still can't be shit. Listen, whatever you are, your world is yours. What y'all think is poor out here is fucking rich beyond measure. And my thing is, I'm born in America's context around, it's the field of mental contagion. Use that language that I just created. Being born in proximity, mental contagion is a real thing. Once you recognize that, actually America is moving in, like the first world is moving in a mental phase where there's an invisible substance in front of everybody that everybody's aura, mind is all influencing and playing with, you feel me? So then you realize there's something in the air that we all participate in, which is the field of mental contagion. Now, if you get into a poverty-stricken environment, the emanations of the minds of these individuals, their vibrations, their thoughts, their silent thoughts, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, you don't even need to speak a word through your larynx to actually be saying things and thinking things. So fundamentally, once you get into certain environments, you're going to be susceptible to certain suggestions, right? Suggestions through words or through behaviors or through insinuations. It's the micro or the micro. You have to be on a certain level of frequency to comprehend the shit that I put down anyway. I'm not here to fucking talk to remedial dickheads. Anyway, for me to be making this money that I'm making, to be operating the way that I'm operating, right? Fuck the money. To be operating the way that I'm operating, and to be on the level of mental acuity, mental eliteness that I'm on, this shit is fucking phenomenal. This is like 1 out of fucking 10 million in 10,000 years, bro. Whatever you are, your world is yours. But it's so ridiculous to me how bad people are at life, bro. Like, embarrassing how bad people are at life, bro. And it's not even funny, bro, because it's like, if it's depressing to see you, it's depressing to be you. If it's depressing to be you, it's depressing to see you. But I'm just looking at such depressing expressions of humans. It's like, damn, is that what you can put? That's all you can manage to put together? Is that all you can suffice to be? Is that all you plan on, like that? What the fuck is that, bro? To the point where I'm so bored on this planet because what? I wrote my own books, published my own books, sold my own books. I built my body, sober, fit. Like, I got my own fucking movement. I'm doing this shit all by myself, bro. Ain't nobody. That's why people that get on my program, you have to recognize that it's about self-mastery. I'm not gonna fucking call you in the morning to wake you up. Nigga, if you can't wake up for your goddamn self, then fuck you. It's as simple as that. This world is moving at such a hyper pace. The pace of evolution of the industries, the pace of evolution of society, of economics, is compounding at a rate unprecedented in human history. Used to take a certain amount of time for a technological advancement to have to pull people forward. Now technology is advancing so far, so fast, that Sheikhy Chic is a genius. He sits down with himself and says shit like this: it's not a wealth gap, it's a competence gap. There's no such thing as a wealth gap. There is only a competence gap. Individually and social group wise, black people in America, black people in the world, there's a competence gap before there's a wealth gap. You have to be competent to be able to earn and produce before you even earn to produce, right? So as things are accelerating, the advent of AI, things like that, first of all, so many of you have been knocked out of mental existence that it's you don't even know what the fuck I mentioned when I said the invisible field of mental contagion. You don't know what the fuck that means. You're so knocked out of mental existence, you don't even know what the fuck. Secondly, with the advent of AI, so many of you are becoming obsolete because you're not aware of the metadization of information or where the attention and mind of society truly is. Right here is a gateway. Right here is proof and evidence of where the real reality is. People are like, how do we make money? Bro, you suck at life. You suck at life. I made the video about money. All right, all you have is time to sell. You don't have money to save time. You don't have money to pay somebody to save you time so you can have more complex problems solved, so you can make bigger amounts of money with that same amount of time. It's not a time issue. One person makes fucking $10,000 in an hour, another person makes 15. It's not the hour, it's the fucking value converted in the time. So it's like, all right, you don't have money to save time by paying somebody to do the things that you would be able to save time doing, cleaning, like a whole bunch of shit. So all you have is time to sell. All you have is time to sell. Now, how do you sell the time if you have no skills? If you can't do shit? Why your world is yours? I'm really operating for all humanity, and fuck humanity. I'm operating for all souls, because at a certain point, the Homo sapien or the hominid structure of intelligence formed over the evolutionary of the universe, the evolution of the universe, may not be the particular structure or amalgamation that intelligence takes form in at its apex, at its apotheosis. I'm on a different fucking level, bro, and it's pissing me the fuck off that I gotta act like I'm not. And most importantly, adjust to people's social inadequacies, to accommodate people in their social inadequacies. Why your world is yours? If you plan on remaining a fucking bum, I feel bad for you. That is not even a fucking mentally healthy conception of a thought for anybody to even think, to plan to remain a bum. So at the end of the day, man, I'm here for the people, because the losers can't be saved. The dummies can't be saved, right? You can't save these fucking losers. But what you can do as the individual is reflect on everything that I've just presented to you and inspect and reflect upon yourself and where you will choose to be. Will you choose to remain among the losers, the bums, the dummies, the people who will be poorer and poorer and poorer by the second, by the minute, by the day, by the year? The older we get, the more losers are around us, bro. It's just what it is. Niggas look like they was winning when we was 12, 13, 16, 20, 25. Now I'm 31, bro. 31 and a half, about to be 32. It's more and more losers and few winners, bro. So you have to make a decision. Are you going to be amongst the winners, which are the 1%, which is not the abundant mass? Or are you going to be amongst the losers, 95, 97, 99%? And it starts with recognizing that you need to wake the fuck up and learn some shit. It's ridiculous how bad people are at life, bro. Like, it's laughable. It's so bad. So bad. So get yourself on the program and learn how to think. You don't know how to think. And recognize this gem right here. Simply because you thought something doesn't mean you have to think something. You don't have to think what you thought. You don't have to think what you thought. So many people are slaves to their own stubborn errors because they believe they cannot change their minds. People ask me all the fucking time, what did you change? What changed? I changed my mind. I changed deliberately and redesigned intentionally my fucking mind. As I said, so many people have been knocked out of mental existence, they cannot even comprehend that statement. You don't have to think what you thought. And more often than not, what you have been taught, because you can only think what you've been taught, what you've learned. You can't think something you don't know about. So what you have been taught is wrong about who you are, what you are. Like this, people talk about financial success advice and shit like that. They're not going to teach you about basic shit, taxes in school, fucking free enterprise. They're not teaching you this shit in school, bro. They're not going to teach you existential awareness in school either. It's not all about the money. They're not going to really teach you. They're going to give you a generic identity. They're going to prescribe you an identity. And you're going to put on the mental outfit and play that role if you don't choose to become a self-determining, autonomous individual in your own life. I'd say society, I could say the universe, depends on what scale you want to be in. You think you live in fucking Brooklyn. My mind is on the scale of I live in it. It's bigger than the universe because we talk about multiverses, right? So what are you? What's your level of geographic GPS, your geographic positioning system? Where are you? It's not even geographic at this point. It's the UPS. But I'm not talking about the fucking post service. Universal positioning system. How encompassing is your fucking mind, bro? Why your world is? It's pissing me off how ridiculously embarrassing it is to be so many people, bro. And once you have to admit and accept that you ain't shit to be shit. And it's not about having the most, it's about becoming the most. I've become the most. Indisputable, bro. Who in the field is gonna tell me that I haven't become more than whatever the fuck across many endeavors, bro? And a lot of people are really good in their dimension, but I'm so multi-dimensional in a world full of barely dimensional people that it's like fucking racking my brain, bro. So you have to listen to people who are better than you at life to get better at life, because you've been listening to you the whole fucking time and you fucking suck. Whatever why your world is just, I'm not here to antagonize people. I simply am giving you the gateway and giving you the insight that nobody else even is equipped to give you, because they don't even have a clear enough conception of themselves in their own lives to inspect and reflect on what they're not, to be able to come up with a concise blueprint, a concise form of procedure, a concise plan of progress to change their bullshit ass conditions. Sober, fit, enlightened. We'll talk about the money later. But in the meantime, you better figure out a way to at least put 2 and 2 together for somebody who needs to put 2 and 2 together. Don't be another fucking bum, bro. Go get experience. I tell y'all this. I told y'all this in Spain. It don't matter where I'm at on Earth. I don't give a fuck. I'm the Oracle in the Matrix at this point. You tripping. I told you back in Spain. Experience is the most indispensable resource for all of humanity, bro. For any soul, you need to get experience. You're inexperienced. And when we put you into an experience, you failed in the experience. Consider the vibrations raised. Evolution only solution. Self-mastery has always been the only success. I've been saying the same shit in and out. It's not about motivational content. It's about fucking mental health. If you're too fucking stupid, then that's just what it is. It's more embarrassing to not realize how embarrassing you are, bro. That's like a double down on the embarrassment. You should be fully embarrassed at how ridiculous, how ridiculous you are. I said it today. You don't even know you don't even use the language correctly. You don't know your own language. The language is using you. You're not using the language. Your mind is using you. You're not using your mind. Your body is using you. You're not using your body. Getting control as the individual and the soul. Consider the vibrations raised.